I think one aspect in the sector is definitely also female participation. And with your different hats on, Ethel, I would also like to have your view as an advocate for women in tech. When you look at the environment for the sector in Ghana, what's your impression when it comes to employment chances, trainings, university access, and other factors that make it relevant for women to also take the step into the sector?
The conversation about inclusivity is always a tough one, because I think if you've been in this space long enough, you'll see that we've definitely come far from where we started. Because I always tell people that I don't remember growing up seeing a woman in the tech space I could aspire to until I left this country. And now the current generation have a lot of women, both young and old, that they can see doing things. Having said that, I think one of the big things for which organizations reach out to us is they will be halfway through a hiring process or halfway through a project, and then we'll get a frantic message of, we don't have enough women, can you get us enough women? And it's always, for me, I'm glad at least we're having the conversation, but it's always that we're not starting with inclusivity in mind at the beginning of hiring processes, beginning of designing BPOs and things like that. We're not starting with the inclusivity, we're halfway through, and then we're now trying to reach out. Part of that is just how you design, how you find and reach out to talent, right? Something as simple as knowing the right spaces to reach out to talent can make the difference in if you attract women. Designing your policies, both in-house, that also plays a factor in attracting. I'll say this, I've tried to dislodge women from companies because, sometimes because of women in tech, we always get, we're looking for women, or we're looking for, different voices in this space. And you'll see somebody who's very promising and she's already in a job and you think, this is better. But you can't dislodge her because, and I've had somebody refuse because the kindergarten where her kids are, it's on the way from her house to where it's at the right place, it works for her. Because remember, you have to, in our cultural context, a lot of the heavy lifting for childcare, whether you agree with that or not, sits with women. And so women think, when women are planning careers, they think beyond the can I just get up and go. They have bigger, more strategic, more larger plans around it, right? Which includes their family. And so when you're planning processes and you want to be able to attract women, you've got to be able to go to women where they are at. You've got to design policies in-house to be able to attract them. You've also got to do a little bit of the hand-holding because you don't have enough. There's so many young girls who were told they couldn't do math in school, they couldn't do science in school, right? So we don't necessarily, even though we have better numbers, we still don't have great numbers. So there's also the work that you must do on the sort of buy side of things, right? To try and get that pipeline going up. So those are my thoughts on it.